Some time ago, I showed you how to manage multiple social media platforms and have various profiles using Google Chrome. This solution can be limited, and for example, I use it because I have one Google profile for my English platforms, one Google profile. Actually, we can see them here. I have various Google profiles, each of them with a different set of tabs opened, already logged in to the corresponding accounts that I am using. But I actually found something even better. This solution is called GoLogin. And on GoLogin, you can do exactly that. You can manage a few profiles, but it goes even further because on top of that, you can have a proxy for each profile, for example, to log in from a different country. So here I have one profile with French, one profile in US, one profile in Germany, and each of them, when you run them, and you start them, they will go back with your session, Google Chrome session with all your accounts logged in and from the country. So you don't even need a separate VPN. You don't need to log in a VPN, and you can have at the same time several browser sessions open in different countries, different locations in one single tool. So what you have to do, once you have, of course, created an account, you can even use it for free with one session at the same time. You can, for example, create a profile. So it can be per country, but it can be, for example, one profile for each set of browsers, tabs you want to open. So here, for example, you have run proxy. I have selected French, the language French, but if you want, you can change to select the language you want or just have it based on IP address. So in that case, if we run it in the French proxy, it will auto-detect that it should be in French. You can select the resolution. You can change even the time zone and the geolocation in cases where you need that. And you can go further. So you have a lot. You can personalize everything basically. So you can have a profile really tailored to your need with the user agent you want, with some cookies, bookmarks, everything. It can go very deep. But in this video, in this overview, we'll stay simple. For example, I've created a profile for France, a profile for United States. And if I just start one profile, for example, let's say I start again my US profile, which is based on a US proxy. So depending on your connection, it can go faster or not. Once it's started, you can click to view it. And here we go. It will reopen the browser with my previous session. For example, I have looked for a ratatouille recipe. It will be different if I look for it in the United States or in France. And here I don't need to use a VPN. So, of course, this is a simple example. But if you manage, like me, a set of social media profiles that are different per country, and sometimes you eventually get issues because you need to run a VPN to be able to access some accounts, then this is a simple solution. As for example, here I open Netflix in USA, and if I close this profile, so if I stop my US profile, I give some time to the system to save everything that has been uh, done on this session. And if I start running my French profile, so move from US to France without having to have my own VPN. And again, this is a simple example, but you can have 100 of different profiles. And here I open my French profile. And here we go. I will have my ratatouille recipe search in French here. So as you can see, it searched by itself in French. You can, of course, do it for whatever you need. So here it's a simple example with a cooking recipe. So I want to look in another country. And for example, maybe I want to watch Netflix in another country. So here I have a Netflix in another country without having to use a VPN. And again, the whole session is actually hosted on another country. So it can be useful in for some products that are even detecting your VPN and are actually putting you in another country while even if it's not the case, or even if when using a VPN, your VPN won't be a solution to that issue. So here you go. The link is in the description. GoLogin is very simple to use. It only takes a few clicks. You can try it for yourself, and they have plenty of solutions. You can tailor it really to your needs, to whatever you want to do. Simple and easy to use. So let us know in comments if you are using it, what are the results you got, and if it is useful, for example, to manage various sets of social media profiles, or which use you are making of it. Thanks, and see you soon for another video.